Okay, child. Let's see if y'all can come into the building because okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm seeing right now. Log in on here. Okay. Alright. Okay, cool. Okay. So I'm gonna shuffle, I guess, while I wait for everybody. I don't know if the notification is even gonna go out, so we're gonna see. But just a heads up for the people who watch the recording of this. This is a live where I'm going to be talking about Virgo season, and then also doing a reading to see what's happening during Virgo season, like what can be expected and things like that. Trying to figure out which cards I'm going to use. Okay, cool. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright, so this might be a test run because I haven't went live in a while, so I know YouTube like does not send the notification out. But anyway, let's just start. Honestly. Okay, so let's start off with Virgo season. So Virgo season is mutable Earth. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So a lot of people don't really make the connection that Virgo is about communication or about thought patterns and rituals and habits and routines, consistency. Virgo, like I said, is an earth sign. So when you're dealing with the Virgo energy, even if you're looking at the seasons, the harvest time, fall time, it's still considered summer though. So it's like right when you start to get things in order for the cold months. Okay, so not everybody has cold in their weather, like the 4 seasons, but Virgo starts that time whenever you really start to buckle down and make sure that you have what you need for the hard times. So on a spiritual level, Virgo deals with your mindset. It deals with information. So information can come from so many different sources. You can have information with um, research. You can have information with people telling you different things. You can have information from experiences. And so the Hermit is the card that represents Virgo. So the Hermit is all about having wisdom from experiences. So a lot of people will say that Virgos are smart, right? But they don't realize that Virgos get better with time. Granted, they have to be living a certain way, but they get better with time, meaning that if a Virgo is living right, they will age like wine. So they become more resourceful. They become less abrasive. I feel like Virgos, when they're younger, can have a tendency to be a little like intense, almost as if they don't understand why you can't keep up. As they get older, they kind of have a sense of relaxing a bit, especially if they're living the right way. And they kind of allow people to grow. They allow people to learn because they have to learn too. But like I said, there's like this reservoir within them that deals completely with knowledge and wisdom and information. So you can count on Virgo season to show you a lot about what needs to happen, like what needs to be fixed, rather is what I'm trying to say. You can count on Virgo season to show you what needs to be done away with. You can count on Virgo season to show you what needs to be cleaned out of your life. Um, Virgo season is a great time to get everything organized. And when I say everything, I'm not talking about just like, oh, like I need to clean up. I need to, not like that. Virgo season will show you, okay, this person needs to be in my life, this person needs to be out of my life. This person, I need to try to figure out what resources they have so we can work together. Like, it's a time to really get things in balance because the whole reason of Virgo season is to prepare you for the cold months, okay? So the cold months meaning the hard times. So it's not just a literal sense, it's for the whole year, right? Like when you're preparing for the hard times, it's like a continuous thing, right? So Virgo is also known for its routines because it's a routine, habitual, um, consistency that they have with working or making money or making sure things are done correctly, paying attention to the details, paying attention to the numbers, paying attention to the inventory. And these are all figures of speech, but also literal as well. So, like I said, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury deals with communication, thought patterns. So sometimes people can have these aha moments within Virgo season, but it's not the aha that makes you feel like you're floating on top of Earth. It's like the top of aha moments that brings you back down to Earth and say, this is the reality that you're living in. So it's like a wake up type of energy. And some people don't like that type of energy. I think it takes a special type of person to appreciate Virgo energy, especially a balanced Virgo. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm a little biased because I'm a Virgo sun, Leo, Virgo sun, and then a Virgo moon. So I feel like I naturally kind of gravitate towards Virgo energy, but a lot of people cannot handle Virgo energy, and I don't really know why. I think it's because Virgos kind of they put things very plain in your face, and a lot of people want the fluff, and I think Virgo is not really into all that. Um, but they're more patient than, let's say, like a Taurus or something like that. So I want to do a reading real quick, um, just to touch base with what Virgo season entails, because I don't really feel like doing a whole recording, edited version. So we just gonna get it out here, get the algorithm going, and then maybe I'll do some like, don't worry about it, never mind. All right, so let's get started. So Virgo season, by the way, Virgo season starts August 23rd till September 21st. Queen of Cups. Okay. So the overall energy of Virgo season, which is very different. I've never gotten Queen of Cups for Virgo season, but the overall energy is manifestation. I know that sounds very hippy dippy, but let me break it down. So the Queen of Cups is someone who nurtures what she desires. So you don't have to literally be a woman to experience this energy. But this is the type of energy where your emotions kind of fuel your intention, meaning that whenever you have, I think I made a community post about it, but where your attention goes, your intention follows. And so this Virgo season is going to bring out a lot of not just what you need to have happen or what you need to get done, but the things you want to get done. So you're going to start to notice the things that you want within your life. You're going to start to notice, like, not, okay, let me break it down. Let me slow down, chill. Let me slow down. Not just that you're getting things done, but that you're getting the right things done that make you feel like, oh, like I'm finally making things happen the way that I want it to be within my life. So, for example, instead of just paying off something that you owe, you're going to be paying off something and then like really looking at the situation and being like, oh, now I can finally get what I want. So it's a different mindset. It's not just like running after chasing rabbits. It's like you're actually doing something to get to the next level of something you actually want to acquire. So the Queen of Cups is beautiful because, and I don't think the Queen of Cups gets enough credit. The Queen of Cups in tarot literally manifests anything that she wants. She she can be a little she can be a little all over the place if she's not balanced. But when she's in her zone, she's in her zone. So she's happy, she's joyful, she allows life to carry her where she needs to go. But she also takes care of business because she realizes in order to have the things that she needs to be in alignment with it. And again, it doesn't have to be literal male or female, but that's just the way that the card comes up within the deck. Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. Some of you could be encountering a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. I don't want to make this just about the signs, but they could be popping up because that's what the Queen of Cups is about, those signs. Okay, so now let's look into like what are we actually bringing forth? Like what energies, what circumstances, what modalities, like just giving all the information. Okay. All right. Okay, so of course, so dealing with poverty or poverty mindsets, the Five of Pentacles is that type of energy that really forces you to come clean with or to acknowledge things that are not going well within your health and within your finances. And so the focus for a lot of you could be, I'm not the ideal weight that I want to be, or I don't have the ideal finances that I would like. Or even if it's not finances, but maybe it's like your diet. Maybe you want to eat better. Maybe you feel like you want to start eating a different type of food or a higher level. So it's going to force you to start looking at it in that way, and you're going to start to plan. You're going to notice yourself. Even if you're a person that takes things day by day, you're going to notice that you're going to start focusing on, okay, how do I plan this so that it's easier for me to accomplish? And so that could come up in different ways for different people. The Ten of Wands, yeah. So the Ten of Wands was in reverse. Um, so what this energy basically talks about is it being a hard journey, but because it was in reverse, it's almost as if you have the momentum at this time to make these things happen. And I think that's really backed by the Virgo season. So in usual times, it would be kind of like you're struggling to want to do it or to have the desire to make it happen. But at this time of the year, it's almost as if the season pushes you in the direction that you want to happen. Um, Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands. Be careful if you are doing like working out and things like that. Be sure that you are taking in the right amount of moisture, hydration. Make sure you're stretching. Okay. Make sure you're stretching the correct way. Make sure that you don't burn out. If you're doing diets, I'm not, the doctor when it comes to stuff like that, but diets are not necessarily the best way to lose weight. Just be very mindful and do your research. Again, Virgo season deals with information. Do your research on the things that you're latching onto or taking an interest in. Be a student. Virgo is the season of Virgo. It forces you to become wiser in some extent, but you don't want to become wise because you were a fool. Does that make sense? So you don't want to learn a lesson based on you being stupid. You want to learn a lesson because you actively wanted to learn more. So don't just go out and do whatever you think is the new best thing. sit down, learn, research, use the internet, ask people around you, use your resources, and then jump into that next thing with ease. So don't be afraid to jump into it. Don't fear anything. But have a foundation before you just jump into something, especially when it's dealing with your health or your finances, okay? Because it could be a long battle. Even some of you, I'm seeing a marathon. Like, I don't know the seasons for marathons, but it seems like some of you may be wanting to do something like that. Okay. Like, just prepare. Please, like, just prepare. Okay? And then we have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so the Eight of Wands is in reverse. So this tells me that this is going to be not a quick journey. This is going to be something that takes time, okay? So you're starting it during Virgo season, but the what you're building is not instant, meaning that it's going to last. So in true Virgo fashion, you're building something and you're taking the time to let it build authentically and not just rushing into it, not just being the overnight success, not just being a one-hit wonder. Okay, so it almost seems like I want to say it's like working out or something, like a body transformation or something like that, or a hair journey. Okay, just tell me what it is. Let's see. Oh, credit recovery or debt relief or something like that. It's very practical, but it also like kind of is intimidating at the same time. Chad, I'm tired of bending, to be honest. Okay, we got the cards. All right, so we got Chariot and the High Priestess. Okay, so for some of you, it could be buying a new car. The High Priestess. This is very interesting. For some of you, there's like so many things. For some of you, it's getting in tune or getting to know a Cancer on a deeper level. Like maybe that was hard for you, or it could be that you're getting to reconcile what it means to become a mother or to reconcile with your mother. So like the feminine energy. So it depends on how deep you are with the situation. Um, Finding out something about a car is coming up again. I feel like it's something that makes, like, you've been, like, how can I say it? The way I feel right now is like you've been holding your breath, or you've been holding your tongue, or you've been, like, waiting for certain information to come, and so now you're having to take it all in at one time. So Virgo season is going to give you answers you're looking for, but it kind of makes you feel like, okay, you know what I mean? So you're getting answers, you're getting the truth. Like you're looking behind the curtain. So the secrets that were there, or the things that were unspoken, these are the things that you're going to start to get wind of. You're going to start to have information on these things. Anything that was a distraction, or anything that was chaotic, will start to reveal what it actually was. Like, what was the point of it all? And there's secrets to that. There's levels to it. It's something that you're going to keep to yourself. You're probably keeping it to yourself right now while you're watching this. But yeah, it's like you're going to have a certain type of information come through for sure. And I think it's like revealing, or something like esoteric. Ew, what are you guys up to? It's not sneaky, it's just like what's going on? Okay, let's just jump into it. Yeah. I was trying to decide which cards to use. pathways. Okay. Pathway. I feel like this has come up recently. Pathway. Ew. Community. Okay, so this is bigger than you. This situation that you're going to start to receive information on, it deals with people around you. It deals with the choices you make affect other people. And so maybe this is why you're keeping it to yourself, because it doesn't just affect you, it affects multiple people. You know what I mean? But what I'm also seeing is you're getting closer to the finish line. So with this information, it'll be like a chapter closing for you. The journey aspect is something that you're going to continuously re-encounter throughout your life, but who it affects, or the people that are affected by your choice that you go down, they are going to have some sort of like final decision, final chapter moment. Um, I don't think it's bad though, because there's some creation from it. So it's like what you thought you knew ends, but then there's something created from that ending, dealing with people around you, not with you, but dealing with people around you. So for some of you, it could be creation, it could be upgrading, it could be adding a new person to the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if you if you have one child and all the pictures you've taken with your family, it's just you, your spouse, and then that one child, this energy that we're seeing, if like somebody ends up being pregnant, then it's like the days of having one child are over. Like that's not the family anymore because there's going to be a second child. I know that sounds weird, but that's like the image I'm getting. So it's almost as if that chapter closes, but then there's something good that comes from it. There's an expansion, or there's a creative aspect added on to your situation. But it impacts your life. It impacts a big version of what's going on in your life. So I don't know, child. It don't seem bad. It just seems kind of like get ready. Like hold on to your pearls, your seatbelt, whatever you got, child. Because it is looking very intense. But it's like you have to be quiet about it. Like you can't tell anyone this. So I don't know. I mean, I know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's up to you to figure out what this is for you because it's very hush hush. The Four of Pentacles sticks out so strongly because it's like this is something you don't tell anyone. Look how she's guarding it, like how she's keeping it to herself. So she has like coins and like all these Merkabas and colors and chakras and all types of stuff in that bag, but she's keeping it to herself. You see what I'm saying? And she knows what's in there, but everybody else doesn't even know. And so it's like you're keeping something to yourself. And look how she's looking down at the community. So she's far away from it, so it makes her look like she's bigger compared to the community. But this is what I'm talking about. You find out something that affects everyone you know, but you can't say anything, or you're choosing not to tell anyone. But you know, you know what's going on. So, oh child. I mean, I don't think it's bad. I just think it's something you gotta really pay attention to. Okay? So that's all I have to say on that. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna go through the signs in another live and break down what's going on right now, like specifically for each sign. So if you're interested in that, make your way over. It's probably tagged to this video. So yeah, Virgo season is gonna be intense but very hush hush. So mind your business because you got a lot of business to take care of. Okay. So that's that on that. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.